What's up YouTube, this is Matt here, and I'm going to be bringing you my Bujin deck profile. I have played this deck before, and I first picked it up when Shadow Specters came out, and it was kind of like autoplay. I didn't really like it a whole bunch. And then I started to pick it up once Arasuda came out, and Hair came out, and it got a little better, but it was still kind of meh, like it wasn't really like a fun deck to play. And now that Primal Origins is out, Hirume is out, and I think the deck is a lot more explosive and versatile. Like, I think it's just a better deck now. So I'm going to bring you guys my deck profile as long as the locals tournament report. So yeah, I'm just going to go through the deck real fast. So first off, 3 Motto. It's obvious, it's the main card of the deck. 2 Mikazuchi. This is pretty standard, although I think I'm going to try a build where I'm only using 2 of them, or 1 of them. But he's pretty good. He searches the spells and traps, which is really nice because I'm only playing 2 Carnation, so I don't see it all the time, and it's nice to have Mikazuchi and Yamato on the field because then you're just building a ton of advantage. The double Hirume and the 1 Arasuda. I liked this, but I think I might have played like a second Arasuda. There were just too many times where I had Hirume and I didn't really have anything to go with it, and I really would have liked to have an Arasuda at the time. But this is a pretty standard Bujin Beast Warrior lineup. So yeah, the 8. Onto the Beasts. I played double Hair and double Turtle. This is pretty standard. I'm considering I'm bumping Hair up just because of Hat, but yeah, I don't know. It just depends on like what's at your locals or whatever. 1 Quillen, just because the Quillen pop is really nice. It's something to definitely keep in the main deck. I would even consider playing a second one because I make Kakazuchi more than most people do. It's just a problem card. It gets really big. So milling through your Quillen is like always really nice. And then for the Crane attack boosting part of the deck, 1 Sinew, 2 Crane, 1 Honest. I think that the 3 Cranes isn't as good anymore. I like the Sinew because it's engrave. It's an engrave activation, and it's better than Crane because it has Honest's effect. But at the same time, if you need to banish something with Hirume, you're not going to be able to banish a Crane if it's in your hand. You can banish a Sinew because it's in the graveyard. And plus, one thing I like about it is when you want to search out your Crane with Yamato, you have to ditch a different card. With Sinew, you can just search it and ditch it straight away. So it's a Crane that you can just send right to the graveyard, and you don't have to have another card in your hand to have to discard to search it with Yamato. So that's it for the monsters. I think the monster count was pretty solid. I didn't really have any complaints. I think it worked out pretty nice. Onto the spells, like I said, double Carnation. It's really good and you want to see it. The only reason why I'm not playing 3 is just because in testing on Dueling Network, I was just dead drawing it way too much, so I bumped it down to 2. The triple Tanky, obviously it's a Beast Warrior deck, you need your 3 Tanky. Double Soul Charge, because you dump a lot of monsters pretty quickly, so Soul Charge is like pretty much always live. Double Lance, just because with the rule changes, it's kind of like, I don't know, the rule change hurt Bujin because you need to go first and you need to set up, but if you don't draw the right cards, it sucks. So a lot of the time you're forced to go second, so you do draw that last card and your opponent will already have been set up, so it's nice to have the Lance. Double MST. Just because MST is still good, like just because there's Hat running around, that's not every matchup, so the MST is still really good in my opinion. And then for the 2 1-ofs, 1 Foolish Burial and 1 Book of Moon. I like the Foolish Burial because going second with a Foolish Burial means you have some protection right off the bat, and even going first and summoning Yamato, you get Turtle and Hair right in the graveyard first turn. And the Book of Moon, just because it's an amazing card. I wish this card was like at 2. That'd be amazing. I love it. Onto the traps. I play a lot of 1-ofs. The 4 pretty standard 1-ofs. The Solemn Torrential Bottomless Compulse. The only one I don't play one of, 2 Fiendish Chain. I like Fiendish over Breakthrough just because it stops attacks, it stops effects. Like, I think it's a little more versatile of a card. 1 Deep Prison, I was maining 2, but I decided not to at the last second. I don't know how it really worked out for me. I resolved this once, but yeah. 1 Trapstone, just to have it. 1 Bujin Regalia the Sword. I actually like this card a lot. I resolved this card like 3 or 4 times today. I even searched it out with Mikazuchi's effect. And it's just really good for getting, like, if you don't have a ton of monsters going and you're drawing all your spells and traps, you can get your Yamato back. Or if you want to push for a play, you have all your combo pieces in hand, but you don't have that Turtle of the Hare Engrave because you've already used it, you can get that back. So I think the Sword is a really good card. But it's a nice one of. Like I said, you can search it out if you really need to with Mikazuchi. And if you draw it, then it's not bad. And then 1 copy of XYZ Universe. I really like this card today. I resolved it once, and it won me the game without a doubt. I'll explain that once I go over my matchups. So that's it for the main deck. It's 40 cards. I wouldn't say there's too many like different cards in there. I don't know if people are playing Sinew or not, but I really like it. So now on to the extra deck. 2 Susanoo. A lot of people play 3, and there's times when I want a 3rd one, but I only have 2 right now. And then the 1 Kag. If I was going to play more Arasudas, I'd probably bump Kag up. 1 Diamond Dyer, and it's a secret. I just picked it up today, so that's really nice. The 101, and you can already see the Exciton. Actually, I played this for the first time since owning it today, and it won me the duel. I was playing against Evil Swarms, which is kind of funny, and it worked out really nicely for me. Black Ship, Marigeist, Ragna Zero, Concealer Omega, Tsukiyomi. I think I'm gonna take this out. I don't really like it too much in this deck. 1 Rhapsody and Berserk, and then since I am playing the XYZ Universe, the Gaios and the Felgrand for rank 7 and a rank 8. When I played XYZ Universe, I got out Gaios, and it really just, it won me the game. So that's it for the extra, and then for the side deck, I was playing triple Kaiser Coliseum, just because there's too many decks that will spam if you don't play something like this. Double Nobleman, I did not side these in once. I didn't play Hat at all, and I really didn't see the reason to side this in any of my other matchups. 1 Mind Control, I didn't side this in. 1 Space and 1 Twister. I didn't want to overside for like D-Fissure and stuff like that, but I definitely wanted something in the side deck. So that's it for the spells. Traps, Double DNA Surgery, just because you need your stuff to be Beast Warriors, and if you're playing something like Prophecy or, I don't know, Sylvans, if that really matters, you can just call Beast Warrior. 2 Chaos Trap Holes, since I can't play Light Mirror, and Evil Swarms are a thing. Chaos Trap Hole just is another solemn warning. And then 3 Decree. I sided these in a lot, and they helped me win a couple games, but overall, it didn't help me like a ton. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Sorry, I'm just putting this back in the order. To go over my matchups, first round I played Infernity, which is a really tough matchup for this deck, just because Infernities have such a good turn 1 that before you can even set up, they've already got answers to your stuff, and it's just a really hard deck to play against if you're not going first. So I got 2-0'd by him, which is, I played this guy almost every time at locals, so I'm not like incredibly upset about it. Match 2, I played this girl, and she normally plays Black Wings, but she forgot her deck, so she was using like her 6-year-old cousin's deck, and it was like normal monsters and like just nothing really good, so I 2-0'd her. And then next I played Frog Monarchs. This was the game where I resolved the Xyz Universe. Basically what had happened was I had this set, and I made I made Susanoo, and then one turn, and then next turn I detached Search Hirume, or Search Arasuda, and I had the Hirume in hand, so I made Kagazuchi, and attacked for like a ton of damage, because he got up to 3k, actually. Sorry, that wasn't like in the middle. And then during his turn, this was against Frog Monarchs, and he had nothing on field, so during his turn he special summoned a Treeborn Frog, and then in response I chained XYZ Universe. So I sent both of these guys to the graveyard, and then I played Abyss-Gaios, and this gets attached to it as XYZ material. And this card just wrecks. Like, he ended up tribute summoning for something. Oh no, he played Battle Fader the turn before. Sorry, so he played Battle Fader, and then he did Treeborn, so I thought something big was coming, so I made Gaios, and it ended up helping me out because he played Light and Darkness Dragon, and his plan was to crash, but level 5 or higher monsters can't attack, and then I ended up baiting him out, the Light and Darkness Dragon, just making it really weak and then attacking over it. So Abyss-Gaios like definitely helped me win the game. If not, I don't know where that would have gone, but yeah, it was really cool. I don't know if it's something that I will be continuing to play, the Xyz universe, but it was something cool that I wanted to try out, and it definitely worked out for me today. So yeah, so that was Frog Monarchs. I ended up 2-0ing him, and then the 4th round I was X1, and I played against my friend TJ, who's playing Constellars, and I'm just gonna say this right now, he 2-0'd me. Like, it was not pretty. Like, he just opened up all of his side deck cards. He opened up Zombie World, D-Fissure, Soul Drain, 2 games. Like, it was just insane. So he beat me, but I really wanted to try and top, so he gave me the win so I could try and top because he was already X2, which was really nice of him, so thanks TJ if you're watching this. So that was round 4. I lost, but he gave me the win. And then round 5, I played one other X1 player, and he was playing Evil Swarm, and I 2-0'd him. He had a pretty bad misplay where I Exitoned, and then that was my only card. And then next turn, he top decked a Kirkion, and he went and he got out Heliotrope, but instead of Xing for like a Black Ship, a Corn, or something, he tried to attack over my Exiton with a Heliotrope, which ended up not being a good idea for him because I used Exiton's effect. I guess he forgot that it was during the opponent's battle phase as well, and so then next turn I summoned Yamato, and then from there I just built up a lot of advantage, and I won the game. So I 2-0'd Evil Swarm, so that was really exciting, and then, so that was the first 5 rounds, and then it was the top 8, and I played another Infernity player, and go figure that I lost the dice roll to him. So he opened up, like, double Lavable Chain, a Leviair, like, all this bullshit, like, 5 back rows. So I was like, fuck it, dude, like, you got this. So game 2, I opened up Kaiser, Royal Decree, a second Decree, and then Yamato, and a Crane in hand. And it was really good. It was just a good game. And then I drew Sinew, and I summoned it. And he tried to Infernity break me, and I just Royal Decreed, and then I went into Susanoo and started sacking up my graveyard to protect him, and then eventually, like, he just couldn't do anything anymore, so I just kept poking with 24, and I won the game. And then game 3, he just opened up, like, crazy good, and it was just, like, it's Infernities, like, there's not much you can do about it, like, unless you draw, like, a couple Veilers opening hand, like, you're not gonna do a whole lot against the Infernity player. So yeah, guys, that's the deck profile and a little locals report. I definitely want to work on the deck a little bit, and then go to locals for a couple weeks and test it out and see how I do. I really want to try and top before I have to go back to college in a month's time. So yeah. So that's the deck, guys. Like, comment, tell me what you think. Some constructive criticism. I'm definitely going to watch a lot of deck profiles tonight and try and get some new ideas for the deck, but I wanted to get this out there to get another deck profile and a little chit-chat about how it's doing. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.